A major announcement in the healthcare world could have big implications for all of us, really. CVS Health has agreed to buy Aetna for almost $70 billion. WSN9's Evan Koslof is here with a breakdown.
First, let's talk numbers here. CVS Health is buying Aetna for $69 billion. That's as if they cut a check for $101,000 and gave it to every single resident of D.C. Yeah, it's a whole lot of money. But it goes beyond that. This really could shake up the healthcare industry. To explain that, we have to talk motives here. Let's start with CVS Health. They're doing it because they're terrified of this guy, Amazon. That mega company has expressed interest in selling prescription drugs online. That would transform the market. I mean, think about it. Imagine if you could buy your prescription drugs from your living room. Wouldn't that be a little better than waiting at a line in CVS? And so that's why CVS wants to transform the storefronts to so-called community health hubs. Aetna's chief executive described it this way. It's creating a new front door for healthcare in America. Essentially, the storefronts would have pharmacists and nurses who could provide follow-up and monitoring for patients. They could offer preventative care. Basically, they want it to be a one-stop shop for all of your non-emergency health needs. As for Aetna, what's their motive? Well, that's all about competition. This company is already massive, 22 million members nationwide. But they have to compete with companies like United Health Group, which is the largest insurer in the country. This merger would help them to compete. But in the end, let's talk about the most important part. What does this mean for you and me? Well, there's some debate on that. Wall Street analysts say this could bring costs down. If, for example, more people were using these clinics rather than the emergency room. However, consumer advocates say this will just limit consumer choice and make it even harder for new companies to enter the market. That means you are stuck with whatever service the big companies will give you. One last thing. This may not even be approved. Last year, there were two proposed mega mergers. One was between Aetna and Humana. The other one was between Cigna and Anthem. Both of those were shut down by antitrust opposition. We'll see if that happens again. Evan Koslof, WUSA 9.